The thing that I love most and have always loved most about hunting in this way on trips like this is the camaraderie. All the little moments that stack up into the building of friendships, like that's the most valuable part.
Why Kodiak?
Derek told me to go.
Yeah, Kodiak. So it's probably been like 4 or 5 years ago. Derek called me into his office one day and he's like, dude, watch this and check it out. And it was a blacktail hunt.
I think it was just a YouTube video that I stumbled upon one day. I called Caleb into my office and I was like, we need to do this.
Not sure we got enough stuff.
Kodiak classically has just miserable weather, right? And so we landed on the commercial jet and it's like 60 degrees sunshine. And I immediately was like, don't anybody say anything, like you're gonna break it.
It's Kodiak, it's sunny.
It never rains.
It's technical.
We know this now.
Same with Caleb's car.
It's all just hype, you know? Look at it.
Yeah. You see any rain? It's gonna be so wet, so windy.
Stop it. Stop doing it. And so that was like a running joke the entire time. It was like, stop talking about the weather, man. It's gonna get bad.
This is like proving ground essentials.
It's necessary for the archer to look away when we pack this.
Hold it, Mark.
I think we got a good spot. I just gotta get my foot out of the way.
Look at Mark and I.
No.
Oh.
Dang it. Got you by a pound. Yeah, and I definitely was not prepared for Kodiak. You know, when you look on a map, you're doing e-scouting, you see numbers like 10,000 feet, 11,000 feet. That gets you amped up, at least for me personally. Like, I have to train, I have to be ready. Mentally, you're looking at the map and it's 1,500, 2,400. It's like no big deal. But when we stepped off the plane, I remember we all did it. We all looked up to our left at that peak. It's 2,500 or I think 2,700 maybe. And we looked up there and there's a mountain goat on top and it's just, it looks like a mile and it's like, oh no, where are we? This doesn't feel just kind of real at all, but we're about to go hunting finally. A lot of waiting.
Looks good, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just show me empty chambers. That it gives me warm fuzzies. Great.
Is just like overwhelmed by just the size of the country and actually how rough it was. It's like there's a lot of that flight in where I'm looking down for a mile stretch thinking a human can't even walk in there.
You can try to explain it, but you really can't put it in words. Everything about Kodiak is that way. It's just the terrain, the beauty, everything about it is just, it's insane. You literally have to see it with your own eyes to appreciate it. And that's what I was quickly grasping is like, yeah, people talk about how cool Kodiak is, but I could never listen to somebody tell me about it and fully grasp what it is.
And that was epic.
That was
That's the coolest
amazing.
thing I've ever done in my life. Outside of watching my kids be born, you know. Shockingly smooth.
Did you guys bring
we'll
it down?
pay for it on the back end.
when it comes to testing bows and the proving ground process that we've been pouring into really heavily for as far back as you take Mathews, there's very few better opportunities to put your bow through something that we can't get our hands on here in Wisconsin.
Proving ground in general is trying to put equipment and people in scenarios that are difficult and different and extremes. That's what Kodiak is.
Fresh legs, fresh attitudes.
Just two fellers on a rip without sandwiches.
Dude. Oh my God. Dude.
So big, man.
It's gonna probably be a 2.5, 3 hour hike. As of right now, he's in a good spot. So. They're way up there.
Yeah, Buck's looking at him.
John.
I needed one more second.
Realizing that this is gonna be an incredibly difficult hunt with a bow. No doubt about it.
If they would just pop a squat up there somewhere, I mean, it's going to take us all of 3 hours to get to them. You know?
Recognizing that this is going to be incredibly difficult, but if you get one chance with one deer in a stockable spot, you have to make it the best you possibly can.
It's getting late in the afternoon, but we got one more spotted and a spot that's pretty good. So if we have any chance of spotting and stalking these, this might be the chance. We're gonna go down this spine, wrap around, try to get there before he stands up. But if we get to this corner, we're probably in bow range. Oh my goodness. He's 30 yards. 30 yards. Oh no. Uh-oh. Dumping blood. Freaking Kodiak buck, baby.
Freaking deer on Kodiak.
We killed deer on Kodiak.
That's unreal.
Look at, okay, the body is ginormous. They're right,
yeah.
Okay. I thought everyone was being dramatic. That's a freaking sweet deer. That is so cool. I told Rourke, deer dead.
Go. Mark killed one. That boy Mark.
Yeah, buddy.
Good work, boys.
Mark proved it can be done.
But we got all hiked out, send the skiff to get us, go back to the boat. Like this takes a couple hours. So long that Rourke is like, do you guys want to eat dinner or wait on them? And we're like, I think it was like 7:30 or 8. It's dark, like it's been dark. And so we're sitting there in the kitchen and Derek comes up over the radio and he's like, hey, Rourke, group 1. He just sounded like haggard.
Starting our descent off the top of this mountain down towards the cannery. So
we're at the top, we're working our way down. I don't know how long this is gonna take a normal person, but add 10 minutes.
I don't know how long that typically takes, but add 10 minutes.
Hey, we'll see you just call on the beach then.
Will do.
I think you filmed it. I got off that boat just like completely dead inside. I was not even there anymore. I had a pack on my back and you guys were pumped because we killed and that was all gone at that point. I don't even remember that night.
Didn't you run out of food?
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't pack food the first day.
Just start walking east on the coast.
Here's Bear River right there.
Do we need to, so we're going there?
Is it the 3 you don't want to go?
We're gonna swim upstream like salmon and see what happens.
We knew on day 2 we just needed to bomb to the top. Don't even waste your time really stopping to look before you get there, because even if you find them, you know where you have to end up.
Day 2 Kodiak.
We're on look and bear patrol today.
We got a big hill we gotta climb, but the good news is it's smaller than the hill he had climbed yesterday. Bad news is it's the hill I climbed yesterday.
I felt fresh until that first step.
A little bit of vert for breakfast. A couple more bits on the bone up there. We're gonna get them now.
Are you hungry, Derek?
I'd nibble, but pretty full.
The one super cool thing about that day is we worked up that ridge system that had those like embedded brown bear tracks in there. And you can very clearly see like brown bear sized holes in the ground that have been pressed in for who knows how long. But my understanding is that those are like historical imprinted trails that bears walk over and over throughout who knows how many generations of bears. And we're working up that ridge, and it was like a super spiny ridge system. And I was in the front of our little column.
And all of a sudden there's a buck in front of us like 60 yards and has no idea we're there at first. And so we get down, Craig grabs his bow.
Dropped my pack, kind of scooted up 100 yards.
And then we lost Craig. Craig just disappears around this mountain.
So I creep up, start looking through the grass, and I can see tines like right there.
That buck at 8 yards, just on the other side of the cliff. Came around the edge. You could see tines just right through the grass. Came to full draw. Took like 2 steps. I was so close he could hear me. And he kind of spun around and was facing straight down the hill inside of 10 yards. That was cool. He was close. He was really
And then it wasn't 20 minutes after that, we kept working down the system. And
As we start getting up to the edge, we spot him like just down under us on this bench. So we kind of worked up to the edge to get as close as we could, and by the time I get to the edge and pop over the top, that deer's right under us.
It's an action-packed
cool
couple
deer.
hours. He's cool.
yeah, we're not an hour since I
Since you were
let down on that buck up there.
Well, home stretch. Actually doing okay. The downhill is way worse than the up, it seems most of the time, but almost there, just getting a little thick. So we have a goal of beach in 30. Boat should be there to pick us up, so.
Craig?
We're making it, getting close. Thick at the bottom.
Thick at the bottom.
got me one. Woo. Good. Way better pack out than yesterday. Yeah.
And so we were 2 days in with 2 deer dead. Just wanted to keep the train rolling.
Mark, what are we doing?
Looking at jellyfish.
Honesty. Day 3 Kodiak, I think everybody's pretty well sore and tore up and optimistic. So
It's the funny part of being sore, though.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We're
it's
not
comical.
dead yet.
No, we're good.
It just hurts.
It's still a joke at this point.
We just hurt.
And I think
I'm
today's
totally fine. I don't know what these guys are talking about. I have no aches or pains.
I think today's the day we're gonna find a beach buck. I think it's gonna happen.
That should be our chant before we get off the boat. Everybody for the beach buck, beach
Get the
buck.
hands together.
Yeah.
Beach buck.
There's more bear tracks. this big ledge up there. I decided to fall all the way down that ledge.
He fell off, I don't know, like a 15-foot cliff down to a rocky beach, and he hit on his neck and rolled, and just in that, his bow went flying.
I launched my bow down here. As you can see, it landed on the limb pocket, smashed up the cam a little bit, but should be good to go.
What's that? Give me a end of day. Climbed a hill, sat up there, took a nice nap, got a rest, and came back down.
Wanted a day off.
Hey.
Hey, want you guys to knock them dead today.
What's this day? 4?
Day 4.
Day 4. Mark's tagged out. We're gonna take a rip up here, see if we can spot something, and we've already actually got deer on the top third. Just gotta get up above them.
Day 4. This weather is showing up today. We're hiking up this mountain right now. All the deer are on top, all the bucks are, so this wind's making it even more enjoyable to climb up this mountain today. So Derek's tagged out. We're going to see if we can find one for me. See what happens. I remember going up the mountain and it was like I could hold my bow out and the wind was blowing so hard that it would actually hold all your stuff up. Like it would be like pushing. If you were in the wind on the ridge, like you had to work to stand up.
Pretty good chance, depending on what wind is doing, that can kind of butt scoot down this face, get to this ledge right above them, and be about 60.
We just started slowly butt scooting towards them. There was a perfect little shelf that would put us 50 yards above them, and all we had to do was wait.
Sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there, and all I have on is like a little lightweight long sleeve. And I start to just freeze, like I'm freezing, the wind's blowing, it's cold, hot, cold, sun, no sun. Derek's like, you want me to grab your jacket out of your pack? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need that. So he turns to grab my pack. As he does that, I look down, the buck stands up. And I'm like, buck's up.
Another one down in Kodiak.
Good job. Yeah.
Oh, boys.
When we did get to the beach, we put 2 and 2 together that the other boys had one dead.
Welcome to Kodiak. Again, goes back to that pressure of wanting everybody to have an opportunity because you're in a place like Kodiak that we don't go to all the time.
We're there for one reason initially, which is, proving ground, getting our bows in the toughest conditions we can, and actually having them execute. And that was our #1 focus. To get all that footage, we got hardworking video guys and photography guys that are with us. They work harder than we do. And so we had 7 tags on the boat and we only had 6 days to do it. The rifle played a role, a secondary role. There are scenarios where we cannot risk them busting up over. We can fill Craig's tag and still keep Caleb in the game for his bow kill.
Mirage is getting bad. The Mirage is getting bad.
He's walking out. Yep.
Hey, hey.
Got him, buddy.
You know, I kind of wanted to go into the trip knowing that I was in a, you know, support role, just guest to hang. So to be able to get one was super cool.
Chili! Woo! Yeah! Did it.
All right. Congrats, dude.
Yeah, thank you. Woo! Woo! Love it. Getting it done.
Throw your bow off a cliff yesterday, shoot a buck today.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
It was a good day. Day 4 was a good day.
What we got, boys? Day 5? Day 5. We got a couple tags left. Saw a lot of deer back in here, so we're gonna take a rip with the boys and go see what we can find.
Big group. Whole group today. Got everybody.
Wisconsin deer hunt. It's gonna be fun. When you're bow hunting, there's pressure just inherently, like you're enjoying the experience and everything, but you know, we were there specifically for a job. Heroes, we're a bunch of poor decision makers. I just was like, man, they're gonna get mad at me. They're not gonna have a clue what I'm doing.
You should listen to the audio of our.
I just would check because I was hoping they could see the buck I'm going after, and they're all 4 of them standing up. Just I can hear their voices, just pure. What is he doing?
Left, 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 better. You are on top of them. This is unbelievable.
Joe's filming us being like afraid, like, what is he doing? He is level with that deer right now.
Yeah, I looked up and everybody's just gone like this.
You guys are good.
We're gonna have ourselves a day.
We can't even do the first step. We got the funk. Gotta get to that funk. So,
Oh my God.
ow.
Sorry.
You're good.
Dude, I don't even know how to do this. Hey, Bert. I know it doesn't look thick on camera. I promise you it is.
Oh.
viewers at home, that man on camera is every bit of 6'5", so that's how tall his brush is. Hey, bear. Yeah.
It was late enough in the week that we knew how to hunt these deer, and like there's a deer over every edge is what we kept telling ourselves. We would move slow like there was, and we'd peek. Picking away slowly, trying to keep the wind in our favor. We'd luck into a couple deer.
Eventually this deer like gets in a position where it's like, all right, it's go time. I go to hook on my D-loop.
Caleb goes to clip on his string to shoot this deer, and his release won't clasp.
I'm trying to hook on my D-loop and it won't go, and I turn to you.
I butt slid right next to you. He took it off and threw it up the hill at me.
Remember, he's like, "Do you have anything?" And I'm like, "No." And he turned to you and you're like, "I got a toothpick."
And I just start shoving it in there, trying to clear whatever debris is in there, and luckily it worked.
All of a sudden it's like, and like look up and Mark's like, "Here." Butt slide for the boys down there, you know. Dude, that release, man. I was done. What'd you do?
Toothpick, boy.
Dental pick.
Hey, let's go. The craziest
Told
part
you
is he
you were
just
there.
proceeded to just roll off the cliff down what 300-400 vert feet, which was really nice for the pack out. But yeah, it was just, like I said, emotional roller coaster from all the pressures of the week, and just guys sticking with me to the end, you know, and giving me that opportunity. So it was super appreciative of that in the moment. So yeah. Busted knees, busted boots, sore backs, sore shoulders, having the best time of our lives, legitimately.
We get about not even that far, probably only half a mile into the pack out, and we spot a buck up on the hill. And when we got the spotter on it, we realized it was a special buck.
Everybody's looking at each other and it's like, all right, let's do it. Like, we got one deer on our packs. We already have a crappy hike out of here. Let's do it with 2 deer.
Eye guards.
Another rip with the boys.
Looks so small.
This group of guys that are from, 5 different states but have this one thing in common, and to be able to share that with your buddies and go, do this, it's a pretty epic experience, one that's going to be really hard to top for a while. Yeah, it was epic.
I mean, the awesome thing about working at Mathews with this group of guys is we all come to work every single day and we're all passionate about the same thing. And I don't think very many people 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, walk into that same work environment and truly get to hang out with some of their best friends, talk about archery, build tools that we genuinely want to use in the field, and then get the opportunity to go put them through their paces to make sure that they're going to do exactly what we say they're going to do.
Why this group is so tight is the passion for bow hunting in general and making the best product and archery equipment that the most hardcore guys you know will appreciate and be able to use.
Cover up all your mistakes.
Every year is a battle. When we say we're trying to beat last year, it's not just trying to find little things to make it better. It's all-out war against the best thing we've ever made. How do we make it better? The analogy is so beautiful in bow hunting because we don't know where we're going, but we're going to bust through the alders and get there.
You have to set this up so that it's like, we called you the night before and we asked you to write a poem, which is like, nah, I'm not a poet. So this is weird, right? Okay, Kodiak, a tribute. Alaska is a hunter's dream, a place where folks are free, it seems. Alaska is a big, big state, bigger than any in the lower 48, Texas. To that bigness, we planned a trip, a 7-comrade blacktail rip. We flew in planes of decreasing size. Joe gets airsick, we realized. But away we went to Kodiak with hopes of deer and no Bruin attacks. We hiked near and we hiked far. Some of us ate salmon caviar. From the beach to the tops we went. Cole Kramer's rolling hills we sent. We fought through alders and mud and snares. We yelled into the brush at unseen bears. We were blessed with sun and sogged with rain. We taped up busted boots in vain. But deer we found and deer we had. We packed packs until our knees weren't glad. A big adventure did we do, the bigliest adventure we thought was true. So if you want to swap the tails you chase from white to black, might we suggest you pack a snack? It will be hard and it will be tough, and you'll need those calories when the toughness gets rough. But the roughness won't be so bad for you once the entire hunt is in the rear view. So to our dearest Kodiak, keep on keeping on until we are back.
As I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear a starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. No, sisters, let's go down.